Good day, my friends. It's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and I'm just going to jump right into this review today. My original plan was to have the 6 scale right next to this quarter scale piece, but there was some breakage on the cape and the base, and so I had to glue it, so it's drying currently. I will do a separate video comparison side by side. So this is just going to be the quarter scale review for you guys right now. This is, again, a prototype from XM Studios. This is the version B that we're looking at right now with the Parademon. And so that's what I'm going to focus on for the beginning, and then I'll show you the swap outs. So basically with this particular version, you're looking at about $1,100 right now. I will put the links down below if you're interested in ordering it. I think the regular version A is around $915, and I think it's around $800 for the 6 scale. So not too bad. I believe all of them are available. This is based on the artwork of Mark Brooks. And I feel like they did a really good job of capturing his look. Now, maybe you don't love Mark Brooks's art, so maybe this one won't be for you. This is a classic Superman, and we'll start with the base here. Let me go ahead and zoom in into my regular camera lens here for you guys so you can see some of the details. So this makes a lot of sense. You can see some of the laser cutouts from his eyes. There's definitely some battle. A lot of people have, kind of said this one looks a little bit like a Sentinel base, kind of like an X-Men base, and I would agree. It's definitely a futuristic looking, possibly Apocalypse, with Darkseid or whatever. I think that's what they were going for here with this particular base, and I think it looks really good overall. I do not have a light shining on this review today. A lot of times I have the brighter light, but I'm trying it without the light today just to see what you guys think about the detail on this piece. So again, a lot of fun, areas on the base. You have these metal areas. You have just some really nice paint applications overall. I think you're not going to be focused on the base though. I mean, that's the thing is this base is cool. I think it is a better base than the Batman base for sure. I don't love the Batman base because I just feel like he should have been in Gotham instead of in space or wherever this is. But I think the base looks all right. The explosion, you have this little bit of explosion here, and I think it's painted nicely. It has some nice metal elements kind of flying out, as you can see. So that part's nice. I do like that a lot. Again, a lot of metallics. There's some green areas, gold, just a lot of different things going on. Now, Superman keys in at his foot, and a lot of you at the live unboxing said, well, he looks like he's leaning a little bit. Well, that's because he's on purposely at an angle. And I believe that is because of the motion of the actual statue itself. So if you actually look at the motion of this, it all balances very nicely, but it does key in just one place. It keys in right there in his foot, and that's it. There is a key here for this kind of tentacle thing coming up. There is a key to that. This also keys in. Otherwise, the rest of the base is intact. Let's look at the boot texture here. You have some really nice texturing on the boots with some black. I think they did a really nice job on the boots. Also, just you can see the texturing on the cape itself as well. I think that looks really nice. And then as we go into the back of it, you're going to also see the Superman logo there as well. That looks okay. I think that looks okay. Again, you have some nice, kind of weathering on the inside of the cape. So there's, it's darker on the inside folds. That's painted that way. But I do like the texture on the cape, on the inner part of the cape. Oh, even on the bottom, you can see how it's darker. So it makes it look a little bit more weathered on the bottom. I think that's a nice touch. It's all the way around. You can see. I think that's really nice. And then as we go on the inside of the cape, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's a smoother, it's not as shiny, but it's still got some texture in there. And even some styrofoam still. It is an XM prototype, guys, so there's always styrofoam involved. Some people have complained that there's not a lot of texture on the suit, but you can see that there is, sculpt there. The muscles, the definition, the paint, I think looks really, really good. I think they did a really nice job there. You also have the real shiny pants, but you can see the pant texture as well, along with the belt texture. I think that looks nice. Gold, gold belt in the middle. It is, a classic Superman, so you're going to have those red underwear on the outside, guys. You also have the Parademon's hand here ripped off, which looks good. Beautiful green paint. You can see some of the laser marks there. This was a prototype, so I had some breakage. I had to glue a bunch of these pieces together. Again, what you're going to be getting, guys, is going to be much better and in the actual proper packaging, whereas the prototypes are not. So I'm confident that you're going to get a really good piece. The Superman logo itself, right there. I am seated, so let me stand up and give you a different view of this. I'm going to kind of zoom back out again so you can see a little bit of the how dynamic he is. The cape adds a lot of dynamic nature to it, in my opinion. You also, I'm going to spin him around here. You also have this great Parademon here. Love the face on him. Again, the paint looks really good. I really like that. There's some good weight to this. There's a lot of weight pushing down on Superman, but again, I am really confident that that key will hold in really nicely. Let me zoom back in here for you guys. Oop, too much zoom, sorry guys. So you can see what the Parademon looks like. Again, really nice paint. I think he's really fun. And then let's go into his face. Because the faces have been controversial. People either hate this face or they really like it. It's way better in person than I was expecting. I think maybe a critique that I've heard quite a bit is the eyes look a little bit small. I would agree with that. I think that they could have been a little bit bigger. But I know I talked to XM personally, and I know that they really tried to stay true to Mark Brooks's art. So maybe in the art, his eyes were a little small. I don't know. But I do feel like the portrait is way better in person than any of the photos I saw. I do want to show you the other portrait. So this is the angry eyes, the laser eye portrait. And I don't love this. I think that they have said that they are going to go back and repaint this, which I think is going to be good. Because I'm not wowed by this one. It looks okay. But I feel like this is the better portrait. There was a little bit of a chip here right there, guys. So again, this is just a prototype. Couldn't find it in the box at all. It was obliterated. But again, as we look at this portrait, I think it looks really good. It's got a nice like 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know. I know it's not everybody's Superman. Some people have, said they hate it. So if you hate it, don't buy it, It's as simple as that. But if you like it, I think you're going to be pleased. Again, especially if you're a fan of Mark Brooks, I do feel like they captured his style, at least. So anyway, so he's kind of looking out right there. If you put the laser eye in, he's looking up at the Parademon. Again, I'm just not quite wowed by that portrait. But, it is what it is. It's like, it's telling a story. It's like he just literally lasered a hole through the Parademon's chest and just ripped him apart, ripped him to shreds. So that's pretty cool. He's not happy. Parademon portrait, let me take that out so you guys can see that a little bit closer. I think that's awesome. I think that's a lot of fun. So, pretty cool. So I'll put that back in. And again, this is kind of what you get. We kind of zoom back out so you can see kind of the full effect of what you're getting. So I think that's fun. It definitely tells a little bit more of a story. I just don't love that portrait. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it for you guys. But again, I hope hopefully they'll improve the paint. So, all right. So I'm going to put that back in and show you again what that looks like. Again, bam, 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 dun, dun, dun. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So, anyway, that's what that looks like. That is version B. Again, around $1,100. Let me show you what you're going to get for version A. And again, that's around $915, I think is what I saw. So, anyway, let me show you. So here we go with version A, and this is definitely your classic Superman look right here. This is what you're thinking with the fists up, So I think this looks awesome. I think if you are a classic Superman fan, this would be the way to go. It saves you a little bit of money. Obviously, you don't get the Parademon, which is, you know, it is what it is. But if you like the Parademon, it adds some color, it adds some storytelling elements to it. But this, I think, is really, really cool. So again, Superman classic. If you don't like the portrait, this one might not be for you. Do I think it's the best Superman portrait out there? I don't. But I still think it looks really good overall. I think it fits the statue. I think the statue is dynamic. But again, that portrait, you gotta love the portrait. If you don't love the portrait, this is not your Superman. But if you do, if you think it looks good here on this video, and I'm here to tell you it looks good in person. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? I actually think I prefer this version over the Parademon. I just think this looks more like a classic Superman to me. I know this pose has been done a lot, but I think it looks good. Again, the cape is sculpted. It is dynamic. I'm going to show you from top to bottom here again exactly what you're going to get. So anyway, I want to take a moment just real quick to thank XM Studios for sending me this prototype. Again, I will do a comparison side by side so you can see this next to the 6 scale. Hopefully that'll be up here tomorrow or the next day. But I do want to show you that just so you can see exactly what you're going to get. Let me know what you think about the portraits. Let me know what you think about the sculpt. Again, if you are interested in ordering it, the links are down below in the description. That does help support us if you use that link, so thank you as always for that. Very much appreciate that. I know Todd does as well. So anyway, that's Superman right there, guys. What do you think of the Man of Steel? Mark Brooks, XM Studios. Leave your comments down below. Otherwise, thank you guys so very much for checking out the video today. If you're new here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Consider hitting the join button down below for early access to our videos, other boxes, perks, and whatever else you might want to find here on the channel. Producer credit. Again, let me know what you thought. Otherwise, thank you guys so very much for watching. I love each and every one of you. I'll see you right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.